We are there with Tippa Irie and Trevor Sax for Vibes.com. So first of all, please excuse us for your English.
Okay, no problem, man.
We are tonight with two legends of English and international reggae scene. We are accompanied by Tippa Irie, the original dancehall veteran, and the legendary Saxon great selector Trevor Sax. And we are there to talk about the collaboration with the legendary sound system Saxon. So, greetings, Tippa and Trevor.
Yes,
first of
maximum
all,
respect.
how are you?
Good, you know.
Yeah, we're good. We just come to play at the Forward Festival.
Yeah.
It's a brand new festival in France, and they invite me and Trevor Sax to come and play. So we're here. The festival was nice. The people them looked after us. We had a wonderful time. The people was very receptive.
Yeah.
So it was a blessing. Nice to be here.
Yeah.
But we're good.
Yeah, so it's great. To start, let's make a short return to the beginning of your career.
Yes.
It's during this period that you made Dennis Rowe and Lloyd Francis from Saxon Sound.
Yes, this
Yeah.
is true.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. Basically, I was at a young age. I was basically on a few sound systems in South London. You had sounds like a sound called Sir Lloyd, another sound called King Tubby's, and then I was entering talent competitions, and that's where I met Dennis Rowe and Musclehead from Saxon. They came to one of my talent competitions, and they basically asked me to join their sound because they like my talent.
Yeah.
And then so from there I left Brixton, went to Southeast London, Lewisham, and that's where I met Trevor for the first time, and all of the other artists, people like Maxi Priest, Papa Levi, Daddy Colonel. There was a few other artists like Roger Robin, another brother called Ruben. We know him as Pinky Lou. Ruben, he was there, and a couple of more other artists. And then me and Daddy Rusty, we was from Brixton, and we came together to join up with the sound. And then, yeah, it just went from there.
Yeah.
You know, the rest is kind of history.
True. And for the French massive who didn't know, have the pleasure of watching Saxon playing during the 80s and
Yes.
the 80s, can you explain to us why the sound system was the most important in England?
Well, I think because the sound was a very good sound system, and it had a lot of exclusive music from the Caribbean, also from the UK artists, and then it had the best, I would like to say, the best MCs in the UK, people like Papa Levi, Daddy Rusty, Sandy, Daddy Colonel, Miss Irie, myself, Tippa Irie. Then we had people like Peter King, Smiley Culture, Asha Senator. You had
It was just an institution.
it's like an institution.
For talent, because sound system in our time, it was a school, and we got together doing something that we love, and people just joined, and it became a musical institution, and it became the pride and joy of England. And other countries like Jamaica started to look on our own product from the UK, and we was matching them. So it's just an institution of artists coming together, and we were young, never thought, we would reach where we reach today, but it's a school. So Saxon is like a school, it's a school for any talent and good talent, because I think Dennis Ron Lloyd had an ear for talent, and it was just a great experience, put it that way.
It was a good time because people, it never had kind of been done before, whereby we were based in the UK and artists from Jamaica were looking at what was happening in the UK, you know what I mean? And we would, listen to people like, I don't know, Johnny Osbourne, Junior Reid, General Trees, Yellow
Johnny
Man,
Ringo,
all of these guys, they
Irie,
started
Lone
to
Ranger, Hugh
take,
Brown.
they used to take our styles, they take our little things that we used to say like lick wood and things like that. You would hear them start to say them, And so, they were kind of looking to the UK, and that's never been done before, and it would never be done again.
Yeah, history.
You know.
And so, Trevor, as an operator during this glorious time, what is you who chose the different pieces of music? Did you play exclusively Jamaican or English tune music? On what musical style? Roots, maybe, dancehall, soca, hip hop, or maybe jungle?
Well, I joined Saxon in '81. I came back from Jamaica because I was originally I was living in Jamaica, so I used to play sound system from Jamaica, and I came back with a Jamaica style, a blem, and it intertwined with the British thing. So with Saxon, we had a saying, as Levi said, we're years ahead, like the Duracell battery that keeps going on and on, like Rusty would say. I came with a little blem. Musclehead was there. He was the owner. Dennis is the one who introduced me to Saxon sound. I went in first as a DJ because I could DJ them times and sing. Not as good as these guys, but So that's where I started from. But
Trevor Rankin.
Trevor Rankin. That was the original name.
Yeah.
And I started that way, and then eventually I started to play the sound with Lloyd, and it just went from strength to strength. So when you got good selectors and you got a good team of DJs, and then back in the day it was that the sound system was a platform for any up and coming artist. That was the only platform. When you graduate off that, then you go into a recording studio. But in this day now, it's vice versa. Everybody goes to a recording studio, and then when you go to perform on a sound, you ain't got that gravity to hold people. Because performing on a sound, you got to have charm, charisma. You've got to kind of hypnotize the people then. And that's what we would say, hypnotize. And with sound systems now, people go to dances, they look on the equipment, they look on how you work, they look on the turntable, the records, and all this combined. So we've done something great. It was really, truly awesome. Thousands of people coming to a dance on a Tuesday night. And the greatest thing was people was looking out for the lorries, because everybody had to have a sound system. If you didn't have a sound system, there was no. And if you was playing with a opponent the night and your sound broke down, that's it for the night. You don't play no more. It's not like you can go to the next man's sound and go play a song. So everybody had a unique sound. We had a unique sound, unique set of talented people, which I've give thanks that I was blessed to be amongst these great individuals. So it's a mystery in the history.
Okay, nice, thanks. And so after all this year, how do you experience the development of reggae music?
Well, yeah, I mean, it obviously through time, things change, you know. So, I mean, me personally, I love the 80s, you know.
Yep.
That was an era, that was a fantastic era. I also appreciate the dancehall of the 90s, you know, because I think there was some good dancehall music made in the 90s. Some, Madhouse label put out some good dancehall tunes. And back in the day, in the 80s, obviously you had the stuff coming out on Green Sleeves, you know, tunes like Gunman, Michael Prophet, tunes like that. And the stuff that was Eka Mouse was doing.
Great producers.
John Jalaz. And
Jammies,
you know,
Donovan Jermaine, Penthouse. There was so much different producers, so much different studios.
Bobby Digital.
That it was
Bobby
just
Digital,
the influx.
Yeah, so for me, obviously I love the 80s because that was probably my greatest time. But then I love the progression of the 90s and how, you know, people like Shabba and, you know, Ting-a-ling-a-ling and these kind of tunes were doing well, Kian, Don, all these kind of tunes. Moving on into the new millennium, it got maybe, I mean, there was always a little bit of slackness, you know, but it was the slackness of Echo, Yellow Man, there was a humor to it.
Yeah.
It wasn't so derogatory, you know. And so for me, a lot of the, the dancehall that is now, if you like, it's too degrading for me. You know what I mean? And the whole heap of gun lyrics and the whole heap of, for me, it's not moving me. So after, the 90s, to me, it kind of went, it went a bit down. It went a bit pear-shaped for me. That's my opinion. I'm not really into the Vibes Cartel and all of these guys. I like some, because a good tune is a good tune. 1 and 2 tunes like Clark's or the Clark's, and there's a couple of tunes that I do appreciate. But all of the
Wingo.
Huh?
It was with Roman Wingo. Roman Jabo.
No, that I think just the tune that he done with Popcorn. Clark's.
Okay.
Clark's, So there's a couple of tunes them that I appreciate. But a lot of the I prefer to listen to people like Assassin, Agent Sasco, people like them kind of Busy Signal. There's a few of them.
They're keeping the music without putting the profanity and this is for our music to progress. We've got to hit Billboard, and our music has got to be music friendly, that everybody around the world can appreciate it. If you've got a child in your car, they can listen to it.
Yeah.
We can't have a child in the car listening to all kind of all kind of if you're gonna let your child listen to that and your child grow up and start doing things, it's only you to be blamed.
Yeah.
Because you've allowed that.
So we don't have no ill feeling for any against any artist. But if you listen to the Sixes and the Vendettas and all these guys, is that what they're portraying to our people for me is not what they should be doing, because you can still talk sensible lyrics. If you listen to people like R.G.B and these guys, they chat sensible, educational, uplifting, funny, lyrics, and you can still make hardcore dancehall music, but talk some sense. You know what I mean? You can still lip on a hardcore dancehall tune, a hardcore rhythm, but talk something, even if you're talking about a girl or a woman, you can do it in an upliftment way, you know what I mean? Rather than degrading her or, So I can't really deal with that kind of dancehall music. It's not for me. Maybe I might be old, I don't know. But it's just me, I can't deal with it. I can't deal with that.
I as a radio presenter, like the shows that you do, I used to do straight reggae. The music of now, with what these guys are making there, to me, they've got a whole heap of soul influence and fusion in it, which I think
it's
Jamaica is not making reggae no more. I don't know why. And I think because probably the young producers, everybody's in their house now with the Mac Pro Tools, they can do their thing. And I think, me personally, my opinion, the music has lost its control. There's no music control no more. Like, if you're going to make a tune, you have to go to a good label will come to you and want to sign you. Now you can make any amount, throw it on the internet,
And
sells. If it don't,
you can see. Well, if you think about it, one of the biggest artists right now is Chronix, and then you have Protege, you have Kabaka Pyramid, you have Jesse Royal, you have, I've just named 4 artists there that's making reggae music, in my opinion, and they've achieved success out of making, quality. So there's still a few people that's making quality reggae music, in my opinion. Those guys are making good reggae music, you know what I mean? So you don't really need the derogatory or the other kind. There's people just like party music. Yes, you can have the popcorn and whatever, but it's just, if Popcorn has a hit tune and it's a nice tune, why do you have to then halfway through the song start degrading a woman or talking about how much guns you've got? And it's not really necessary, you know what I mean? Sometimes they have tunes that can be hits and they can go to the Billboard, but because they start to put the geography stuff in there, it's not gonna go further than just the dance, than
Yeah, the dancehall.
the dancehall, you know what I mean? Which is where we need the music to go further than that,
Yeah.
you know.
And so tonight, it was your big comeback on stage, or you used to play together regularly?
No, sometimes we play, the last place we played together, where did we play? Where that was really Doncaster, you know. So we play, you know, sometimes for me it's Trevor plays out in his own right, and then sometimes we do shows together, like tonight.
Yeah.
But then with me, obviously I do shows. I have another DJ that I work with, and then I also have a band. Sometimes I play with my band, with my live 6-piece band, and I play live with my band. My next 2 shows are with my band. One in London and one at Butlins, which is the south of England. I'm supporting Madness. So we just do whatever pays the bills.
Okay, true. And during these 2 nights of festival, of the Forward Battle Reggae Festival, we can notice that the majority of the artists come from Great Britain, like Aswad, Mad Professor, Zion Train, Young Warrior, Ashanti Shella, Sinai Sound, and the Heatwave, and yourself. Is it because English reggae is better suited to mixing with more electronic and bass music?
Well, not necessarily. I mean, there's different artists that do. I mean, a remix is a remix. You know, but I guess it might be more cost effective for them because we're closer to France.
Yeah.
You know, so maybe that's why they decided to have a lot of British artists.
Which I think is very good.
Yeah.
It's very good because UK, outside of Jamaica, UK was like the first country to push reggae music. And there's a lot of the Caribbean kids who are in London who playing music. They was not being seen one time because the Jamaica influence was so much, but now they're getting their fair share. So if you put in the work, you will get the dividends.
Yeah, and we appreciate, that.
And then the same with the Europeans.
Yeah, we appreciate that because when we're in Jamaica, they're not playing. You know, you might get the 1 or 2, you know, radio DJs that might play a UK-based artist.
Yeah.
But when I'm in Jamaica, when I'm in America, you know, they're not supporting what we're doing here. You know what I mean? So, and that's just the reality of it. If I go to Jamaica and listen to the radio, you might hear My God, My King from Papa Levi. You might hear a Maxi Priest. You might hear Maxi Priest tune. You might hear a Bitty McLean tune.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you ain't really gonna hear too much else. You know what I mean? On the radio. If you're listening to Irie FM, you're lucky. Like Muta Baruka. Muta Baruka loves Hello Darling. You know what I mean? He plays, I've heard him play Hello Darling a good few times, and that's, you know, that's Muta Baruka. That's the most radical man that you could get in Jamaica. And out of all, and I have a lot of roots tunes, but it's that tune that he plays out of all of my tunes, and Muta Baruka plays Hello Darling. You know what I mean? So but that was in 1986. I've made many albums since then. I've made many singles since then. But if you go to Jamaica, they're not playing our music unless you go in with the money, you know. And that is what's wrong with a lot of the music now. A lot of the DJs them in Jamaica, they're playing the music not because it's good, because certain people are paying them to play the tunes them. So they end up playing the tunes them, you know what I mean? And doesn't necessarily mean it's good music. And a lot of the time that is what's the problem, you know what I mean? But you know, we're not getting the support in those areas. If I go to America, it's difficult for me to get a tour in the States. It's difficult for me to get shows in Jamaica, even though I've got, you know, over 16, 17 albums and hundreds of singles and hundreds of collaborations with different artists. It's still difficult for you to get shows, and then people get into what they hear. If they're not hearing you, they're not gonna get into you. You know what I mean? So I find the people them in Britain and in a lot of these places, you know, if Chronics wasn't played on the radio in England, nobody would know him. But they're playing his music. So if from you get play, you have a say. You don't get no play, you have no say. You know what I mean? So if our music was getting played in Jamaica, and it's good music, there's a lot of good music, you know what I mean? And a lot of good singers that but they just you need opportunity. A lot of the big producers out there, it's somebody giving them an opportunity, a start to get them their foot through the door. So yeah, that's my opinion anyway.
Yeah. Thanks. And Tippa, in France, you are one of the most legendary reggae artists.
Thank you.
And it seems to me that you have a special connection with French,
Yes.
not only because of the song Bienvenue à Paris
Yes.
with the French band Bill Baxter.
Yeah.
Can you explain this to us and tell us more about your connection with French sound systems, labels, or reggae artists?
Well, people just come, you know, I like to work with people.
Yeah.
You know, and it doesn't matter where they're from, whether it's from France, Jamaica, America, anywhere in the world, people contact me. And the guys them from Bill Baxter, they liked Hello Darling.
Yeah.
So they contacted me to do a tune with them.
Okay.
And then I have a tune with Yanis Dua, Meka Dapiet. And I was working with this guy called, I think his name was Louis. And he introduced me to Yanis back in the day before he was popular in France. He was just a young up and coming artist. But you see, for me, I embrace people, you know. And now Yanis is a big star now in France. You know, and at the time when I met him, he wasn't famous, you know. But I still said, yeah, come, let's do this tune together. So if you're watching this, bro, you need to call me so that we can do a tune now. Yeah.
We send him a message.
You send him a message, yeah. And done with Yanis. And then I did a tune with Lontalup. Recently, you know,
big tune.
Yeah, nice tune. I did it tonight, you know, the people them love that tune there. So yeah, you just gotta work with people, man. I just work with people, and then you never know when, you know, that door is gonna open. So you just work. The more it's law of averages. If you keep making music, then one of them is gonna take off, you know.
Yeah. So, and actually, turning to the present, what works do you have upcoming?
Yeah, well, at the moment, I have my latest album is called Living the Dream. The album is out now. People can get that album online. And then I have a new album that I've done, but I haven't decided the title of the album.
Okay.
But I've got about 20 tunes, and I just need to pick about maybe 12 to make the album. I'm trying to think who I have on there. Most of it is just me, you know. But so I haven't got a title of the new album, but I have a tune out right now called "Gal Come Wine Pon Me," which is like a dancehall tune. You know what I mean? But it's radio friendly.
Okay.
You know. So that is out now. Gal Come Wine Pon Me. I have another tune called Live the Life You Love, which is out right now as well. What else have I got out, man? I got a whole heap of stuff, man. I'm just trying to think. But yeah, and I got a tune out called Don't Like Police.
Yeah. With RDH Hi-Fi.
Oh yeah, RD, what's it called?
RDH?
RDH.
Yeah, RDH. Sorry,
RDH.
Yeah.
Called Don't Like Police. That tune there is out now as well. So yeah, I have some tunes out, man. So check it out. The new album, maybe the middle of next year, I might drop that.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no rush for me because I'm still taking tunes off of the last album. that I want to make videos for. I also have a new video coming out called Mini Boss Man. You need to look out for that tune with Friendly Fire Crew.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard of them
Yeah.
guys from Birmingham.
It's more
Yeah.
German bass or
No, it's more like it's a old Mr. DC rhythm, Sugar
Oh.
Miner DC rhythm.
Oh, really?
So it's on that rhythm, and they have Mr. Williams on the rhythm,
Yeah.
and Mikey Tough. You know that tune there? Mikey Tough, War General. But my tune is called Mini Boss Man, which is basically talking about the mini boss man them in Jamaica.
Okay, like General Reed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just talking about it's a funny tune, comedy tune, but it's just talking about if you ever ride on a minibus in Jamaica, you will understand the tune. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that video should be any day now. Hopefully it should be finished. But I did it the last time I was in Jamaica. So
Okay.
yeah. So that's what I got coming.
Thanks. And so, one last question, Tippa and Trevor, for the listener of Vibes.com radio show.
Yes,
What
I-
music tracks are you currently listening to today or this day?
I listen to there's a lot of I'm right now into deep roots music. Yeah, I think I'm a dancehall man. I move with the times, but the dancehalls for me right now it's kind of shaky. So I'm kind of into the roots because there's a lot of good roots tunes I've been making, and you know it's really energizing me right now. You know what I mean? It's giving me that kind of boost. So that's why I'm into roots music. I love
Okay.
roots music and dancehall, rubber dub, and studio ones and all these.
Yeah, foundation.
Foundation.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the new songs is kind of getting me because it's not reggae. It's not reggae, so no. Probably I'm getting old.
No, I
I
mean
don't know why I'm seeking the same, so why
Yeah.
should they say?
Yeah.
You know, but yeah.
I'm still listening to you know people like Peter Honningale,
Yep.
Lloyd Brown, who else? Leela Ike, you know, people like that. You know, I still like a lot of British lovers rock music. I still like people like Maccabee, Starkey Banton, you know, Chucky Star, people like that. Yeah, and I still like the new roots. You know, I like Chronics, I like Protege, I like Kibaka Pyramid, I like Jesse Royal especially. He's a nice brother. I met him in Jamaica, and I got a lot of time for him. So I like the new roots, but I also love a lot of the British stuff still. Lovers Rock, Pete Anningale, because it's easy listening. And I'm in the car, I just like to listen to easy music. So I'm still
loving,
listening.
as a female, I'm loving coffee right now.
Yeah.
And then I wish her all the best, continue on her journey. And
Yeah.
this, you know, if she keeps her head up and keep doing what she's doing, she'll be one bright starlight for the next couple of years. You know, like Chronics, Taurus Riley, one of my artists. Johnny
Janine.
Osborne is doing it right now for me. Johnny Osborne is just killing it right now for me. You know, Godfather, the original dancehall Godfather. You know, and these people have been around so much years, and I'm so happy for them in a sense, because there's a time in the 90s or the 90s when you never heard about them that much, because there was a different set of music coming up. But then now in their days, they're doing the most work, and now they're so wicked on stage. When you watch them, your eyes can't come off them because they're just captivating.
Yeah.
So bigging up Linville Thompson, bigging up all these original singers now that's really out in Europe doing a lot
Large
of
up
work.
Daddy Brown, you Brown.
Yo, bro, know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Big up
Yeah.
on President Brown and them man there. Big up on yourself.
Foundation, Trinity.
Yeah.
Likewise, Trinity is a man I've been around quite a lot. These guys were top in my time living in Jamaica. Every recording producer is recording Trinity.
Oh,
Big you Brown, Delinja, this, that. And now
And Dennis Al Capone.
yeah. The Godfather.
Yes.
Winston Francis going to train Mr. Zion, big him up straight. These are some veterans. Blackstone from the UK, another wicked band. Aswad.
And Black Slate.
Aswad and
Yeah.
Black
Monkaya.
Slate. Reggae regulars.
Yeah.
Reggae regulars.
Big up Patrick.
Steel Pulse. And all these real icons.
Yeah, the scene different, you know, because even in California now you have a different set of artists out there. All these groups like Slightly Stupid and Soldier and Irie and Pepper, and you know what I mean. You got, so it's a completely different scene out in that part of the world. You know, it's kind of like rock reggae, but in California, they're headlining a lot of the shows now, which I find strange. But you know, they're doing their thing out there, and they got a following out there now. You know, but you know, there's still people like Yellow Man, you know, Mighty Diamonds, all these groups are still
Constantly touring.
to a third world, people like that. And it's still, you know, but California need to free up. They need to free up the reggae. Yeah, free up and let some other people in. You understand? And that me I telling you in California. And I hug up the thing and now free up and make some other artists come in, come eat some food. Cause them tired of the same old thing over there. So in the need for bring some UK talent over there. So make we eat some food too.
And young artists like you.
You know what I mean? Young boy like me
Hey,
come
hey,
out
hey.
there and fresh up the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We agree.
Big up the Skins too.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
My
Osman.
group and a Harsey, large up, bless up the Skins. Them are do
Yeah.
well, you know. So
With
big
Prince
them
Fatty.
up. And Fatty to Prince
Yeah.
Fatty. They're Thailand now. Big up Fatty. Me soon April, bruv. If you're still there in April, I'm coming out there. You know. But yeah, man, the schedule is still nice. So me have to give thanks and praises. Big up all the Tippa Irie fans out there, man. TippaIrie.com. Link up.
Yeah. So Trevor and Tippa, give thanks for this big
pleasure,
time
thank
with you.
you.
It was a great honor for us. It was
Yeah.
really a great honor for us.
Yeah, man, and Cali Roots. Bring Tippa Irie to Cali Roots. Yeah. Let me entertain the people them out there. Stop, free up the festival and bring some UK talent out there. Me nah stop say so.
Yeah.
All right.
Give thanks. It
Yes,
was
sir.
a great honor.
All right, sir.
Thanks
Bless.
a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.